In today's Moms in the Morning, we've all heard of blood banks, but what about milk banks? It's something many of us have never heard of, but the idea has been around for centuries, and Karin Swanson joins us to explain what it is.
Charlotte, evidence shows the earliest roots of milk banking may date back as far as 2250 BC, when wet nursing was widely practiced. The first milk bank was established in Austria in 1909, and since then, there have been ebbs and flows in their use. But with the surge of breastfeeding in the last 2 decades, more and more people are becoming conscious of milk banking benefits.
Our dream has always been to have a milk bank.
There are 9 milk banks in the United States right now, and Dr. Eglash is the co-founder of one which will serve Wisconsin and Illinois. So what is a milk bank? The idea is similar to a blood bank, but mothers donate their breast milk to be used at hospitals, mainly for vulnerable infants.
I realized that so many women had extra milk and would ask me aside, what can I do with my extra milk?
Infants born before 37 weeks are considered premature and can end up in the neonatal intensive care unit, also called the NICU. Mothers of the tiniest babies often have difficulty producing enough or any milk for the baby.
The breasts still are developing in that 3rd trimester between, especially between like 32 and 40 weeks. And so they actually are very prone to not having sufficient amounts of milk to pump.
Human milk is very important for reducing the chance of infection in those vulnerable babies. The main threat to the babies is a condition that causes the intestine to become inflamed and die. Researchers have found this is 6 times more likely to occur when premature and sick babies are fed formula instead of breast milk in the NICU.
If a child has necrotizing enterocolitis and they lose part of their bowel, you're dealing with a child who has chronic medical, social, educational needs.
Breast milk is especially needed in southeastern Wisconsin, which has an extremely high infant mortality rate.
Kenosha, Racine, Milwaukee counties were all one country. It would be number 62 under Nigeria for the infant mortality rate.
Monona mom Janae Zaitzius became involved in milk banking after the birth of her 2nd child, Sid.
I just had so much milk I was producing, and I thought, I can't throw this out. I really wanted to help the tiniest of babies.
With 1,000 extra ounces of milk in her freezer, Janae started researching milk banks and realized Wisconsin didn't have one. Her milk would have to be shipped to a milk bank in Ohio.
And then I thought, Madison doesn't have a milk bank? Let's start one.
Right now, a milk bank in northern Illinois is in the works. It would be a standalone facility serving Wisconsin and Illinois. It would not be affiliated with a particular hospital, meaning it would provide milk to many hospitals throughout the region, including ones in the Madison and Milwaukee areas. Fundraising for the project is still taking place, but the goal is to have it open by mid-2012.
Great idea, but I'm sure there may be many people out there that are going to have concerns about donated milk.
Right, and some of those safety risks, those were my first questions when I started researching this story. And we'll get into the safety and regulation Wednesday morning in part 2 of our look at milk banks. We'll also take a closer look at Janae, the mom in our story, and why she's just so passionate about breast milk donation.
All right, Karin, thank you.
You're welcome.